All right, what's cracking, everybody? So, get right into it. One of my viewers, hopefully a subscriber, can't fucking remember the name right now, but he sent me a link, right? And it was a link to the Willie D show. I guess that's what it's called. Willie D, the one that was in Ghetto Boys. And honestly, I watched about, I don't know, a few minutes of it. I saw what he was doing immediately. The words he was using, the labels he was using, and so I'm gonna show you a snippet right now. Okay. I'm gonna show you just a small part. I'm gonna put the link to that video in the description for you guys to go ahead and check out. So first thing, go ahead and check out this little snippet.
What's up, family? Reports are coming in that members of the Latin Kings gang has made a pact with the police.
Reports are coming in, he says. Reports from whom? And then he says, and first thing I want to get to, before I even go anywhere else with this, shout out to Chicago. I'm not taking sides in none of this shit out there. You guys have a gang war out there. Chicago, to me, feels like it's, Chicago right now is the way California was 20 years ago. So they're gonna go, they've been going through it, and they're gonna go through a whole lot more, but hopefully something begins to change out there at some point. But now, getting back to this clown and what he said, reports are coming in that, and again, I'm not gonna use the neighborhood, that the Mexicans have made a pact with the police, he said. That right there is intentional disrespect and belittling of people. Made a pact with the police. But he knows what he's doing. He's got 475,000 fucking subscribers, I think it is. Almost 500,000 subscribers. And he's choosing words that will incite certain emotions. He's not being a voice of reason. He's being a voice of poison. But let's see what else he has to say.
To deter vandalism and looting by capturing looters and beating up looters and sometimes shooting looters. There's a white Hispanic community.
White Hispanic. Okay. White Hispanic. Mexicans don't want to be called white. And they damn sure don't want to be called Hispanic. But he knows this. Again, the dude is choosing to use language to piss people off on both sides. What is this guy? You know what I mean? Like, 53 years old. You know what you're doing? Are you working for the police? Are you inciting both sides to make the beef worse? Because the words you're using, the platform that you have, I feel like you're working for the police. You want to say all the Mexicans in Chicago, all the Mexicans in Cicero have made a pact with the police, and yet you're choosing to use your platform to piss off both sides. I see you.
Called Cicero, Illinois. It's right outside of Chicago. And there are claims that people in that community, Hispanics in that community, white Hispanics in that community, are beating up random, innocent black women and elderly black people.
You hear that, right? More gas. women and elderly people. Nobody wants their women or their elderly to be abused. But he's got reports about this pact. He's got claims of people beating up and shooting looters. What are the old people and the women? Are they looting? Like, tighten it up, man. Tighten it up. Your handler, whoever put this in your ear and told you to get on, and tell your $500,000 about this, should tighten that up, man. Clean it up, because it was a little sloppy right there. But now that's enough of that clip. He has his platform to speak on. He's done speaking on mine. But here's the thing. I'm way out here. I'm way out here in California. And from what I've heard, the neighborhoods right there don't get along. Now, Willie D's probably a square. Probably grew up around certain cats. Grew up in a neighborhood, but I don't think he was a banger. My subscribers from Texas let me know. I believe he's from Texas. But his train of thought ain't. Put it like this. We all know out here in California, especially in the 80s, right? Halloween, perfect example. Halloween, what happened? A lot of neighborhoods went out and put in work. Why? Because you can wear a mask and the hoodas ain't tripping because everybody's wearing a mask. What are they gonna do? Pull everybody over the mask? So now you have a situation where you have rival gangs knowing that the cops can't respond to a lot of shit right now. So neighborhoods are probably like, fuck that. Anybody comes in here, that's potentially my death. That's potentially a rival. So, for one, we're going to keep the rivals out. And for two, why am I going to let anybody come in here and destroy my property? Right? That has nothing to do with the hoodas. That has nothing to do with the cops. That's the way gang members think. And regular people don't want their shit fucked up. But when you're talking about the gang shit, come on, man. So they let anybody in, and then what? 3 or 4 of their homies are dead in the process, and then they're feeling stupid. I don't know nobody out there. But I'm just looking at it like these fools are trying to guard the entrance to their neighborhood. You ain't coming in. We don't let you in on a regular basis. Now that we know everybody's got guns and everybody's acting a fool, why would we really want to let you in? That's just the way I see it, right? But now, I want you guys to see I want you to see a couple of the comments. I think I put up 3 for you guys to read and see. And it's not surprising to me because of the generation that I'm from. It's not surprising. But it's disappointing that somebody who is a millionaire and has a platform that's big enough to affect some hopefully some change in people's thinking, that you would go down this route. That you would choose to do what these groups, we don't know who exactly is behind trying to start race wars and shit, but you're with them. Willie D's with them. That video is proof. And so, check out what the comments are, especially the last one, who they're saying are their enemy. And then I want you to look at how many fucking thumbs up that last comment was given. If you want to check that out. Finally, if you go to his video, you're gonna see where I made a comment. Of course I did. I'm not gonna just say it here. I said it to him in his comment section. You know, West Coast Street Knowledge, Gil and his team have reached out to black leaders in the streets, and they've gotten responses. You can see the videos. Blacks out here and browns have had a history of warfare. And when Willie D and his commenters, his subscribers, talk about fuck these Mexicans, they're our fucking true enemy, they're traitors. It fucks me up because I see so many Mexicans out here in California side by side with blacks, holding up signs, holding up the Mexican flag as they protest side by side with blacks in the state where there's been racial warfare for decades, and they're out there side by side. And you choose to speak on a state you're not from, and you choose to speak on gang beefs that you know nothing about. I'm saying I don't know nothing about it, but I have an understanding of gang mentality, right? And so, like I had said in my comment on his channel, you had an opportunity. You could have pulled some Mexicans on. You could have probably even pulled a Latin King on. You had the ability to talk to King Tone and say, hey, you know, create a dialogue. Hey, what's going on over here? Maybe he would have had some clarification. Maybe he would have been able to let you see how gang members think, how gangsters act and think, what their process is. But you didn't do that because you had an agenda. Like I said, maybe you're working for the feds, you know? Maybe you're part of COINTELPRO. I don't know, but I don't get what you just did. I mean, excuse me. I get exactly why you did what you did. And these people that are banging on their keyboards in your comment section, what if one of them turns around and kills a Mexican? You probably don't give a fuck, right? But that man has black family members that are going to suffer because you fired him up. You know, hopefully you feel bad for that at least. Because more than one family gets broken when somebody's killed. And before I go, I want to say something. I want to add something. When I saw that video, I was pissed. I was pissed more at the way it incites. It's just so hateful. And the damage it could possibly do, right? And today I had to go to the bank and run a few errands. And I came to this stoplight in all four corners right there. There were people protesting Black Lives Matter. So when I was done with the bank, I drove over to where they were, got out of my car, and I approached them respectfully. And first thing I did is I told them I appreciated that they were protesting peacefully, that's the way to go, right? Then I pulled my phone out and I showed them what Willie D was saying. And I showed them the comments. And I asked these probably 18, 19-year-old black men and women. And I asked them, as a Mexican, how do you think that makes us feel? Mexicans are side by side with you guys, and you guys have this guy, a leader in your community, spewing this. And all of them, like damn near in unison, said, man, we love Mexicans. Now, hearing that, the generation that I'm from, same generation basically that Willie D's from, that's different for us, right? But I saw the sincerity in their eyes, and I heard it in their voice. And they said, we don't have nothing to do with that type of thinking. We love Mexicans, man. And honestly, it made me think that people from my generation, Willie D's generation, with all the hatred that went back and forth, maybe we ought to just shut the fuck up. Maybe this new generation, where I don't understand why Mexicans and whites use the N-word. You know, I don't understand all this, but maybe it's, if we just get the fuck out of the way, maybe they can learn to love each other, right? Maybe us old motherfuckers need to just shut up. Especially the ones spewing hate and inspiring fucking violence with their words. With that, I'm out.